Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Bat Friends Beyond podcast, episode 162. I'm one of your hosts, Chris, alongside the world champion, Joe. How we doing, Joe?
So, no, not skip intro. I just want to pause. Yeah. My buddy Gil has not seen Mutant Mayhem yet, but he sent me a tweet, which I got to tell him, actually. He sends me a link, and it was like, just send me a screenshot, dude, because now it opens up in Chrome for me, and I'm not logged in anymore, apparently. So, like, just send me a screenshot. We're not saving time. Like, when I had the app, it was one thing, but now it's like, just send me a screenshot. But, so somebody was shitting on one part of the movie. And, I guess, because this was a response tweet. So the initial bitch was, well, this is what you get when you hire actors that only know New York City from TikTok. And the commentator goes on to explain two things. One of which makes me very happy, and one of which is just true. The one that's just true is, in the context of the story of the Turtles universe, that's who the Turtles are. They're mutant turtles that live in a sewer, and their only exposure to the real world in any meaningful way is TikTok and social media. So even though they live in the sewers of New York City, their experience of normal human interaction is social media. So they're going to ape what they see on social media. The second part...
I'm really confused right now.
Okay, that's fine.
So I don't understand where you're starting off at.
The second... You see Mutant Mayhem. I can tell you this. So it's on digital now. It's the part where they're about to go into the high school, and April's going to like video them. And they start doing Donnie's like, let me do all the talking. And he starts doing the mafia voice, and then they all start just being goofy and dancing and shit.
Okay.
So that's where someone's like, oh, that's not how real New Yorkers act. And that's where, like, that's how kids on TikTok act. And these are kids watching kids on TikTok, like, in the universe.
You don't even have to say kids on TikTok. You just say teenagers.
Yeah. Well, and that's the point they made. It's like this is how teenagers act, because like you're just being they're with their brothers. They're just being goofy with their brothers. So the other part that I thought was great was, for a lot of that, Rogan had the four actors. He got a studio where they could all do their voice capture, but they could all be facing each other, so they could be interacting as they're doing their lines. And for some of the scenes, he would just go, here's what's happening. Go. Just improvise. That's one of the scenes where the kids were just being kids. They were just doing what, like, they understood they were being Mikey, they were being Donnie. But in that moment, they were just being teenagers, being teenagers. And it's one of those things we've talked about. And I'm just talking about this because it was literally just on my mind, because pizza. That's honestly what it was, actually. It was pizza.
He has a pen with a slice of pizza
It's
on it.
Delightful.
Yeah.
Reality is stranger than fiction. There are true stories you can put on film that people will guffaw at, because it's too perfect. It's like, that's how reality is. Like, fiction can get away with less than reality.
Yeah.
So they're four teenagers being four teenagers doing teenage things, and there are people looking at it who are adults going, that's not how real teenagers act.
No, they act stupider. People also overthink fiction too much. Like,
that's the point.
That's my thing. Like, when we're watching like a superhero movie, and it's like, that's unbelievable. I'm like, yeah, the guy that fell from an alien planet and went to Kansas and has laser beams coming out of his eyes. But that's the unbelievable part. Okay.
No, but that's why I say fiction can't get away with as much as reality can.
No,
because in reality, it happened. Like, so like at a certain point, I mean, there are conspiracy theorists, but at a certain point, you have to kind of look at it and be like, I mean, it happened. So
there's a person I know that literally, like, do you have any friends that have like catchphrases where they say something so much?
I mean, I think I am that friend.
Okay. Well, this guy's catchphrase is, you can't make that shit up.
Okay.
Like, you'll just be talking about something. He's like, oh, you can't make that shit up. And one day we're talking about, like, something, like a comic or something, and he says that phrase, and I just look at him and I go, no, you literally can.
Yeah, because
like,
they did.
It's literally right there.
Yeah. Well, it's the funny, something we were talking about off air, but it's when people go, like, well, what are the odds, like, you talk about something that actually happened, they go, well, what are the odds of that happening? And the answer is, well, 1 out of 1. because it did. Like, no matter how unbelievable you think it is, we know it happened. So the odds of it happening are 1 to 1.
All right, Joe. Let's continue on with Batman
We should
Beyond.
just start calling this, like, segment A, Joe rants about something. Then the show.
I'm fine with that. But we have some Justice League Beyond to finish.
Justice League Unlimited. It's GLU.
Listen, Joe.
It's what's in the show. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Hillary J. Bader wrote that shit.
But
Fuck
she
her.
didn't animate the mug, Chris. She didn't
did.
animate the mug.
She flew all the way to
Korea.
Korea just to do that one scene. It's
you
her fault.
My favorite part is I knew you were going to say Korea when it would have to be South Korea.
We don't know. Maybe.
No, we
Maybe
know.
that's
No, we know.
Maybe
We
that's
know.
why the Korean animators are so fucked up.
No, we know.
All right, let's continue. Season 3, Episode 8 of Batman Beyond. The Call, Part 2. Like last episode, the story is by Alan Burnett and Paul Dini. Teleplay by Stan Berkowitz and directed by Butch Lukic.
On another thing we talked about off air, somebody just texted me something that I knew and was simply trying to confirm with them because I'm better at what they do than they are. We'll talk about it off air. Doesn't actually matter for the show.
Okay. Is it penis stuff?
It's always penis stuff. Hello, ladies. Oh yeah, it was Curse of the Cobra where fish things came up and I started laughing.
There's a fish thing in
Curse of the Cobra.
in Betrayal as well. That if you didn't catch, I'm surprised you didn't catch.
I probably caught. There's a lot of fish stuff.
Joe likes fish. He cooks fish very often
No.
because he gets lonely.
No. That was good. Just want the smell of pussy in the air.
Superman. Last time
If
on
you get
Batman
offended
Beyond.
about me saying that pussy smells like fish, get over it. It's funny. And you're also telling me your pussy actually smells like fish. Why is the kryptonite in that fucking shape, by the way? That bothered me.
They're gonna nail Superman to the cross.
But that's just like, it's fucking, God.
I think the intent is for it to be a shard,
Yeah, but no.
but it doesn't
no.
work. Yeah, enhance.
Enhance. I do love that his fucking symbol looks like some Third Reich shit. Came straight off the Batmobile's recorder, and that's supposed to convince me? Bitch, you've been on my dick the whole fucking time.
Do you know who I am? I'm Terry fucking McGinnis.
No, he never tells him his real name. Only Superman knows. You people came to me. It was only Superman who came to you. And now you're accusing him of murder. Yeah, so maybe I have a fucking point.
I can't like probably one of my favorite Green Lanterns ever.
It
Just makes me so happy.
I really love that Batman calls her pig-headed, and her response is, pig-headed, I'll show you, and fucking punches him. Yeah, Barda, calm down. Holy shit, aren't you dead? Eh, fine.
Warhawk. How do you get his helmet back?
It was another one. It wasn't in the armor.
He had 2 helmets.
Always.
Okay.
Dude, you don't have one helmet. Then,
Well, I mean,
then you just don't have it?
You keep one at the cave or something. I didn't think you'd carry it around with you. He has a metal helmet. That's pretty.
Well, he
heavy.
doesn't live in the tower.
I mean, as far
Listen,
as we know.
This motherfucker don't trust nothing. I like that. We must talk to Superman immediately. You can talk. I'm gonna kill him. You don't have a way to kill him. Don't care. Gonna kill him.
My name's Warhawk.
Then I'll rip his arms off. He's a goddamn Kryptonian, bitch.
He's literally a god among men. Just gotta make sure I still got my kryptonite nail.
Fucking back to tank. Soup's too cold. Like, it's such... This is weird. Here's what I love. Barter just like, so... Alright, I'm gonna go into a deep dive here.
Alright.
There's a comic, I believe it's from the 90s, where Darkseid mind controls Superman and Barda into fucking and making a porno. It's really weird. I don't remember the exact details of why it happened, but it happens. So when this whole situation's playing out, all I can think of is that that's in the continuity of this world. Because Barda just watched video footage of Superman trying to kill Warhawk. Warhawk shows up and's like, that motherfucker tried to kill me. I'm gonna kill him. And Barda's like, let's give him a chance. That is only the voice of a woman who's taken deep dicking from Superman.
But have you tried the dick yet?
Right, exactly. So the weirdest part about this is, spoiler alert, he's got a Starro fight on his chest. He's got Starro on his chest. So it pops out for the first time ever, and then seems to scuttle away. But when we see it later, he has Superman's like torso completely engulfed. So why don't we still see Starro when there's a hole in his costume?
Fucking Korean animators.
Fucking Korean animators.
Just a little slit.
That's what she said.
Here comes the black man.
Also weird. Like, since when can Starro just make spikes appear? Because Superman sure as fuck can't do that.
As far as you know. He got some new powers in the future.
There's Barda with her amazing dildo. Fuck you guys, I'm going home. Well, a lot of good this did. Yeah, maybe you should do something else with it, Terry, besides carrying it in a little pouch.
Is that pouch made of lead?
I'm assuming.
Okay.
Yeah, don't fix me up the whole way, just half the way. It'll hurt more.
Well, chicks dig the scars, so...
Yeah, okay. Yes. Even though I have a magic Vita Ray, I'm going to bandage you up afterwards. God damn it. God fucking damn it. But now you know better. You need to kill Superman, just like I've always dreamed. Like, I love that too. There is the undercurrent of, like, Bruce just really wants to kill Superman.
So what do we do now, guys? Well, I guess we go to the Fortress of Solitude.
You know where the Fortress of Solitude is? Bruce does. Why the fuck don't the rest of us?
Wait, who's Bruce?
Yeah, right? I can't wait for you to get to that part. Barry Allen, Diana Prince, Bruce Wayne. Let's fucking go. He fucking knew our identities? It's such a great moment.
So much for the element of surprise.
So, they did the Hellfire Gala after the first one. Now, for HeroClix, they're doing 2 additional sets. That just the solicits went up, and they had the sculpts. And that's Gambit. And my immediate response upon seeing that sculpt was, fucking thirst trap Gambit over here.
Damn, that's a fucking 8-pack right there.
And, like, the weird, like, hey, you can see my hip bone. Like, that's down for fucking. And then, you know, Emma, because, you know, Emma.
I think I know why Tony Stark's hitting that now.
Havoc channeling his inner Guy Gardner.
Okay.
I'm just going for the funny ones. I am in love with that one. I just am.
That's phenomenal.
Right?
That Doctor Doom might be my favorite thing ever.
Can you guess who that is?
Bishop?
Falcon. Because it's Avengers.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm like, they couldn't, like, that's from the comics, I'm sure, but like, it's just kind of plain.
And it looks like it.
I don't like that one at all.
No, it's terrible.
Yeah.
But go back. The problem there is they're going for the red, white, and blue thing.
Yeah.
But the way they designed it looks like Magneto.
Yeah. That I think is phenomenal.
That's awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking Spider-Man with his weird fucking outfit. And then everyone keeps going, Cody Rhodes? Cody Rhodes?
He became a meme all of a sudden.
Cody? Yeah.
Yeah.
Starro!
Everyone's just like kind of cool that Batman has the tool to kill Superman in his pocket. That is very you. Yeah.
Right? And I had
Especially
no
that
input.
belt.
I had no input. So that's
Especially
where it's
the belt,
like,
yeah.
that's where I'm like, oh, that's cruel.
Some alien species. So let's kill it.
I just also love. I think I noticed a fucking bitch walking around barefoot. Why all these blondes barefoot? Terry just holding the kryptonite over him.
Yeah.
Just like, stay, stay. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, how big Starro is. Like, we wouldn't see anything. I call bullshit. Oh, also, that's the other thing, because they fight the robots real quick. I'm like, my first thought was, why does Superman have guards?
Then we get Starro's origin story. His parents were murdered in Crime Alley.
It's true. The crime alley of the sea.
No, that came up in World's Finest, where like a new version of Amazo was taking over all the robots across the world to create a new robot empire or something.
Oh, so he's Ultron. Okay.
Yes, Ultron. And after it was all done, because Superman's guards come and fight with Amazo, I was just like, wait, why does Superman have all these robot guards?
Well, I can't be there all the time. And there's fucking Egg Foo Young over here.
Yeah. Fucking racist as shit.
I like how Starro is presented as very sympathetic because he was kidnapped and abducted from his world. But, like, its first response is, I'm gonna fucking murder this fuck. That's weird.
That's some hentai shit right there.
Super weird. So I told you I've been watching DBZ, right? I've been watching the Android and the Cell Saga.
Yep.
So I reached a very fun moment for me. Superman with his fucking zoo.
So this part real quick, just to interrupt you.
Yeah.
So he saves all of the creatures
Yep.
from the alien prison
Yep.
and just puts them on Earth in his own Earth prison.
Zoo. In his
Okay.
zoo. In his own zoo.
That's not what I said. Go ahead.
So here's the other thing that I love too. Like, so when Superman saves them all, he's in his red and blue costume.
Mm-hmm.
When Starro takes over, he's in his Third Reich costume.
Yes.
So Starro waited like decades to capture Superman?
Listen, you gotta give these things time and strike when the iron is hot.
Apparently.
That also makes me laugh.
Yeah, the little,
The little, like, Green Lantern.
Keep the kryptonite right over him. Fuck, what was I saying?
DBZ.
Oh, yeah. So I reached a very fun moment where near perfect cell. So he absorbs 17. And they keep going on and on about how 18 needs to flee. Just run the fuck away. And she doesn't, and they just stand there. And they even, like, explain when Vegeta shows up and goes, Super Saiyan 2. But not true Super Saiyan 2. Super Saiyan 1.5. Did you ever used to look at that shit online? It was so much fun.
No.
Like, there would literally be write-ups of the different Super Saiyans, and, like, that version that Trunks and Vegeta achieve, they're like, this is Ascended Super Saiyan. It's not really Super Saiyan 2. It's Super Saiyan, like, 1.5. Like, it really was. Because, like, it's not a true... Like, Gohan's the first one to truly achieve Super Saiyan 2.
That shit, honestly...
It cracks me up. I just think it's funny.
Well,
probably because I've never had to deal with real people with it.
Well, no, it got to a point where it frustrated me from the creative standpoint.
Yeah,
where,
yeah.
like, now that we're like Super Saiyan Blue, it's like he just got more powerful. Like, stop naming it. I don't care anymore. Like, now it's like, I don't care what the fucking silver hair was.
Ultra Instinct.
Sure. Although I will admit that
Super Orange, Special Orange Piccolo is
Special
the best.
Orange Piccolo is awesome. So there is a bright spot of all this, but yeah.
And that makes me laugh too, because when I watch the movie and there's literally the part where it's like, remember when you got big at the World's Martial Arts Tournament? Why don't you do that again? And Piccolo's like, oh yeah, I did that, didn't I? Like, they don't even fucking remember shit. But so then it gets to the point where, or no, actually, excuse me. This is when he's still Imperfect Cell, and 16's like, I'm gonna stop him, and he's fighting Cell, or whatever. No, and he just, at one point he looks over at 16 and 17 and just goes, "Why are you still here?" And it made me laugh because that's literally the joke they make in DBZ, where he just goes, "Why are you here?" And I'm like, it's so honest. It had to be in both versions. Because it's like, all they keep talking about is how the androids don't have power levels, so you can't sense them. So if they escape, Cell has no way to find them. So all they have to do is leave.
Yep.
And hide somewhere. The other thing I wanted to do is, you know the meme where it's the man and woman in bed, and the woman's like, he's probably thinking about other girls, and then the dude's thinking about something else? Mm-hmm. I really wanted to do one of those where it's just the dude being like, if 16 was as strong as Imperfect Cell, and he could have just joined forces with Piccolo 17 and 18, and they could have defeated Cell, and nothing would have been a problem.
So see, the thing here is, I read that all you have to do to defeat evil Superman is give him a hug.
I love this. Electroshock. He's like, what the fuck? And then it's like, ah! Starro's one weakness, electricity. Good thing there's not a lot of that in the future of the world. What the fuck?
Shit's fucked up. I also would like to know how long Starro had Superman.
Well, they don't say explicitly, but they say it's been years.
Yeah, so that means there's been years of, like, before Starro really makes his move.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying, like, Starro's a planner.
Yeah, but they do address that. Where they're like, wait, so he's had him for, it's had him for years. I think they might even say, like, I think before they all get fucking Starro'd, Warhawk makes the comment of, like, Warhawk, like the younger leaguers, never knew Superman. They only knew Starro Superman. Something's not right. You don't have a giant Starro on your chest. Starros aren't very smart, apparently. In the face. That's all I keep thinking, too, is just in the face.
And at the end of this...
This was the part that I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You're literally swimming into thousands of Starros.
Yeah, but he's Batman. He'll be fine.
Ah, Jesus. And he's got the weird braces as a breather. And I love this. They can all attach to him, but they won't control his mind, apparently. Somehow. Oh, here's the one thing that is unbelievable. Hold on. That's hilarious. But he's like, oh no, covered in Starros. Hold on, come on, do it. Do it. Do the thing. Do it a bit. Do it a bit. They take forever to do this. Like, Terry's gone. Terry's in control of Starro at this point. There's no way he's not.
Yeah, Terry's like Lord Starro.
Yeah. The Bat Lord. Battle fights. Splish splash,
What?
I was taking a bath.
So Superman's big plan is just throw a bunch of rocks in the...
Like, not fly down there and close it?
Yeah.
Okay. So then Terry's like, electro! Okay. Water conducts electricity.
Yes.
So, like, they're all done. There are no Starros now. Like, hers should be gone. The ones floating around her should be gone.
Mm-hmm.
This shouldn't be a thing anymore.
I gotta save her so I can bang her later.
And
They're
then
both
they
dead.
died.
Yeah. Oh, Terry has super strength. I'm sorry.
Yeah, especially underwater. His braces give it to him. Like, she's knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Terry's fine. Hey, since when can Batman fly? That would be great too if he just got mad about that. Wait a minute. Since when can Batman fly? That's my thing. Hey, so it was weird that we all had fucking seafood on our face, huh? Yeah, that was weird. I love this too, like, nope. You go in the aquarium. Nah, send him into the sun, yeah.
Yep. That's what true Third Reich Superman would do.
So, no, here's the thing. So, I'll mind meld with him, because that works so fine every other time. That's what I was going to say, though. Not for nothing. Superman apparently has all this time, because he gets his fucking new costume and shit. Why didn't he just spend time, like, sending everybody home?
That's what I'm saying.
Especially when Barda figured, like, when Barda's like, I got a mother box. He's like, oh, shit. Listen, I got a project.
Listen, you know he's got a mother box in that Fortress of Solitude. You know he's got one in there.
Yeah, giggity.
You never know when he needs some
Some
Barda
sweet
action.
mother box action. You guys play awfully rough. He never made it past part-timer. Yeah, because you guys are all pricks.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to fighting the fucking tumor guy.
Yeah. Instead of we're standing here in the fucking snow with weird shirtless Superman and barefoot goddamn Aqua Girl. Like, how are none of them cold? How are none of them cold?
That's their superpower.
They're always cold? Oh my god, that'd be amazing. Mr. Freeze, how aren't you cold? That's my superpower. I'm always cold. It's literally true. It's literally true.
It is. My pen's not working, Joe. Oh, here we go.
Well, that's what you get. Using those fucking Korean pens.
Listen, this is the House of Hustle.
What the fuck? Yeah, I stand by what I said.
It's a rock star pen.
That's what I said. I stand by what I said. That's what you get. Using fucking Korean pens.
Joe's views on the Koreans are not shared by Chris.
No,
Just
Chris
put it out
fucking
there.
hates him. I cannot in good conscience say what he calls them when we're off the air.
That's another thing that's been
Oh,
popping
God.
up recently.
No.
That old clip of The Rock doing the extremely racist.
Oh,
like,
yeah. No. Yeah. It was a different time. No, it was just Vince. It was just Vince being like, that's funny, do that.
Oh, Joe. So how was Justice League Beyond for you?
I don't know, I watched Justice League Unlimited.
God damn.
With Starros. I was surprised by the appearance of Starros, and I'm like, oh, cool, Starro.
Yeah.
And then my biggest bitch was when Terry just electrocutes it. I'm like, that should be it. Like, just now go down, grab Aquagirl, she's fine, because, like, the entire pool would be electrocuted.
I like that it was Starro.
Yeah.
I always think that Starro should be the introduction for... Like, when they did New 52, the biggest bitch for that was that it was Darkseid that brought Justice League together, when I want Starro to be able to bring the Justice League together.
Starro's fun.
But, yeah.
And one of those Starro fights would grow up to become Jarro and team up with Batman Beyond.
Just regular Batman.
No, Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond.
Okay.
Because the regular Batman one now is dead.
Oh, you're talking a new timeline. Okay.
Yeah, well, I said one of those Starro fights.
Okay. I don't know about the comic where that actually happens.
Motherfucker, y'all need to listen. Have I told you my favorite part about that? It's just because I'm an asshole. Because there's a convention exclusive.
True story.
There's a convention exclusive HeroClix.
Yes.
That's Batman and Jarro.
Yeah.
the box says Batman and Jarro.
Mm-hmm.
The character's name, what's on the base, Batman.
I thought you were going to say Batman and Robin.
No,
But, yeah.
that would have been. Now, see, that would have been Galactic Brain. Do Batman and Robin, but yeah, no, it's just Batman.
Well, that's what Jarro wanted. He wanted to be Robin.
I know. Poor Jarro.
DC was a better place when Jarro existed.
It's true. Jarro never existed, for the record.
Speaking of things that never existed, Joe, where can people find you on the internet?
You can't. Go ahead. I love when I commit to a bit and it just obliterates your brain. You just can't you're like, fuck. Well, what do I say now?
Don't find us. That's the end of the show.